Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome here to our 10th race of the season of the NNSCRA Mobil1 Cup Series here in Season 8. We continue on what's been a very interesting race weekend here at Thornton. We've had the Last of Us Light Series event in which we saw Everhand Motorsports go into a 1-2 finish with James Shelley and Ty Dent finishing 1-2. Our Truck Series race ended up being a very good battle, but it ended up coming down between basically 7 trucks for the win. And the win, of course, was taken by rookie Henry Sanford. I don't know how many times, but it seems like a lot of times rookies seem to figure out Thornton or get lucky at Thornton more often than veterans do. And so we're going to have to see if maybe the same can be said for today's race. And one rookie that would love it to be able to go in his direction is Andreas Allen. Andreas comes into this race 11th in the point standings and 4th in rookie points. Would certainly love to leave with a victory here today. Another rookie lines up alongside of him, though, and that's actually Jean Sanford. Her brother, Henry, went to victory lane in the Truck Series race here yesterday. Jean would love to be able to make it the second Sanford to go to victory lane this weekend at Thornton. She also comes into this race 15th in points, and I believe, correct in saying 8th in the rookie standings. I think she's 33 points out of the rookie points lead, so both these rookies coming in running well in the points, both in rookie-wise and overall, and we'd love to be able to pick up a victory here today. One driver that's lined up in 3rd is another rookie and already has a victory this season. That's Tristan Folks, 12th in overall standings and 5th in the rookie points, a total of 20 points, make that 30 points, out of the top position in standings. And right alongside of him is yet another rookie in Caleb Farrell. Farrell, however, is not running well in the standings. He is 39th in points, but rookies hold the top 4 positions for the start of today's race. We'll see if maybe one of them can go to victory lane. As a matter of fact, for Caleb Farrell, today's his birthday, and it would be a great birthday victory for Caleb Farrell if he were able to go to victory lane. He's already got a Truck Series win this season, and he actually is the points leader still in Truck Series after a solid run here yesterday. Can he do something here today? Points coming into this race. Levi McIntyre is the points leader by 6 points over Jessica Shelton. Dylan Thoreau's the rookie points leader. He's 3rd in overall standings. There's Charles Jackson, Zach Hamlin, Dylan Young, Joshua Culler, Jake Rogers, Bob Jones, and Justin Talapas as they cross the stripe. Green flag is out. 4 laps of no caution racing here at Thornton. What you get is what you get. A lot of drivers, when they're 3 wide, have a lot of difficulty with this particular part of the track. They end up going down to the residential homes areas to the left there. And we will jump back towards the rear of the field to see if anybody encounters problems early on in this thing. As right now, Andreas Allen and Tristan Folks, who started in the front, are up here. However, they got a little company. Joe Davis all of a sudden is up here in the 41, battling for the lead with these guys. Jump to the back, see if anybody's encountered problems. Jacob Lawler is way back here. Apparently he must have gotten off track, but he is still good to go. Doesn't look like he's got any damage. It appears that he is the only one that has encountered problems so far in this race. There's Dylan Young taking a peek out of line. That would be for the 3rd position, as right now it's a battle between Andreas Allen and Tristan Folks. Folks ended up going to victory lane in our last points paying event at Dover. He'd love to be able to go for back-to-back points-paid victories. LJ Mills is up here. That's a former winner in Mobil1 Cup Series. He won back at Charlotte. One thing about Thornton, it's a big opportunity for drivers, especially if they've already won a race this season. As you see back there, Cody Lamas in the 6th kicking up a lot of dust as he had 2 tires off onto the shoulder of this highway portion. It's going to cause a bit of a visibility problem for drivers out of that corner if the driver ahead of them kicks up that dust, but looks like for the most part everybody's been good. Top 5 have broken away a little bit by about maybe 2 car lengths over everybody else. Andreas Allen still continues to hold the lead, but doing a good job of defensive driving to keep that top spot. Folks, Caleb Farrell, LJ Mills, and Joe Davis up here in this top 5. You know, Andreas Allen only has 1 NNSCRA victory to his credit. That came last season, and it was at a road course of Infineon in the Truck Series. So Andreas Allen knows how to road course race. Right now he's caught in a 3 wide situation. Caleb Farrell got a good run. LJ Mills got an even better run. As I look towards the rear of the field, looks like everybody got through that section well too, because that's a big trouble spot coming here onto the longer highway portion. Everybody racing really good right now. As we look back here, there is Jacob Lawler all by his lonesome. Bob Jones also back here all by his lonesome, and same for Bob Fergus. But they don't really have any damage, so I can only assume they overdrove one of the corners and it's lost them ground to the rest of the field. Still a long ways to go in this weather. Whoa! Contact there! Andreas Allen and Caleb Farrell made some contact. Looked like Allen actually tried to force Caleb Farrell off onto the shoulder. Farrell hanging in there though. So 3 wide for the lead. Folks, Allen, and Farrell right behind them. Sanford, LJ Mills, and Joe Davis. Things are starting to heat up now. Whoa. Farrell and Davis turning hard right-handers in order to get down here towards the extreme right side of this two-way highway. But I believe still it is Andreas Allen holding the top position. But now it comes down to the true test. They've done a good job getting through a good portion of this track without incident. Now they come to the harder parts, and there they go. Nick Alton is around with Dylan Young. Another car spins into the infield. That looks like the 5 car of Danny Wells. And now they're coming to the treacherous turn of death as Tristan Folks has gotten around Andreas Allen for the lead. Moving here towards the turn of death, we'll jump to our TV1 camera, see if anybody encounters problems here. We only had one truck go off the turn of death in the Truck Series event, and Matthew Daly was off track. Daly was falling off the turn of death here. On the first lap, Andy Timmons, what a save. There is Dylan Young, there's Nick Alton, Cody Lamas, and there is Danny Wells. They were all able to continue, but they were the ones that got involved in that incident there. One of them hit the steel guardrail. There's Dalio on pit road. His teammate, however, Tristan Folks of the 22, is the current leader. So it looks like the only driver on the first lap that actually had to teleport to pit road was Matthew Dalio, and it was an incident that took place on the turn of death. So they almost made it a full lap around without a driver having to teleport to pit road. It's actually quite impressive when you think about it. Let's take a look and see how much the top 10 has changed on this first lap. And now on our second lap, Tristan Folks is the leader. Andreas Allen has fallen back to second. Gene Sanford is in third. LJ Mills in fourth. And Dylan Poteen has all of a sudden popped his way up into the top 5. He's in fifth. Carson Gumm is now in sixth. Caleb Farrell back to seventh. Joe Davis eighth. Ninth now Sean Galligan. And Cassandra Renzi now pops into the top 10. So, quite a few drivers up here that we weren't expecting to see so early. They have made their way up here very quickly into the top 10. And there's rookie Zach Hamlin in the 11th position. We know that he comes in 5th in the point standings. He actually comes in only 12 points behind Dylan Thoreau for the rookie points lead. In order for him to take over the points lead today with where he's running right now, I believe 24th place is where Dylan Thoreau would have to be running. Let's find the 23. He's 23rd, so he would by about 2 points still hold the rookie points lead over the Zach Hamlin machine. So we'll jump back up here to the front. Andreas Allen working with Tristan Folks here as Gene Sanford tried to apply some pressure for second place. Now Dylan Poteen moves to her inside. You gotta wonder, with the way that Henry Sanford won yesterday, Gene Sanford running well here today, is this gonna produce some hope, perhaps, for Charles Sanford in the Snickers Cup Series race here tomorrow, and give the opportunity for Mitsubishi to pick up their very first Snickers Cup Series victory since they entered into NNSCRA competition. You never know. Would it be awesome if the Sanfords could go for a weekend sweep? Jean's up here in this lead pack. If she can pick up the win and Sanford can follow it up with a Snickers Cup Series win tomorrow, I think that'd be the first time ever that drivers with the same last name have swept the 3 main NNSCRA series in a single weekend. And look at Dylan Poteet. Almost went to the median there, that shoulder meeting the median on the inside of this portion of highway. Gene Sanford decided to work with him, and now Poteet going to try and go around on the high side. See if we can get the run off the corner, but Andreas Allen stuck right to the back bumper of the Discount Tire Ford, and I think that's going to keep the lead in the possession of Tristan Folks. Well, maybe not. Dylan Poteet is about a half car length ahead right now. As a matter of fact, he is clear of the 22. And look at Andreas Allen, going to stick it in 3 wide for second place between Sanford and Tristan Folks. And here comes Carson Gumm and LJ Mills, couple of teammates out of Combush Motorsports into the mix. Oh, guys, don't do that! Andreas Allen spins around! And I just messed up on the cameras. Dylan Poteet leading the way right now. We got to jump to our TV1 camera because they're coming to the turn of death. Andreas Allen, though, who has been dominating this race, run up inside the top 5 all day, has spun it around there in that one section as they come here towards the turn of death. Already Matthew Dallio's gone off. Caleb Farrell almost became the next victim there. Charles Jackson very close. Dylan Thoreau was close. McCurry was close. The points leader McIntyre was close. It looks like they're going to survive. Let's jump back and take a look at a couple of replays, shall we? Well, let's see if we can find out here what happened with Dylan Young and Danny Wells. I believe Nick Alton gets involved too. He's actually up into the LJ Mills machine. And if you look up on the top right, there you see Alton was already wicked loose before he even got into the 54. Spins right in front of Dylan Young, and then Dylan Young's going to come up and he's going to catch the Great Clip Chevrolet of Danny Wells. How everybody else was able to avoid, I'm not sure. Nice. Oh, whoa, Jessica Shelton did get a piece of it there in the 9. But she was able to continue. Don't know how bad the damage is. Looks like there's actually quite a buckle on the hood. Oh, Cody Lama spun around as well. And there's a car going off track. That's Collard. Everybody having to slow up to avoid the spinning Cody Lamas machine as well. So it all just log jammed up there in that corner. Boy, that's one of the treacherous places of this track right there, I'll tell you, especially when they get 3 wide. And Matthew Dallio is going to get initiated into the record book of the Turn of Death's victims. This was a side-by-side battle between a couple of Ford Mustang rookies, Zach Hamlin and Matthew Dallio. And more often than not, we don't really see double-wide races like this turn very sour off the Turn of Death, but this one did. I think Dallio was actually more concentrated on getting a good run off the corner to take that position away from Zach Hamlin, and maybe forgot that the Turn of Death was there, because he was into the throttle quite early coming off that corner, and you can't carry that much speed on the outside line coming towards the 20-foot drop. Car skidding down the side of the slope there, and we always hope to see the car land on all 4 wheels. Fortunately there, it didn't land on all 4 wheels, but it did land on the passenger side. We're especially most worried when it lands on the driver's side or on its roof when it hits the beach below. But hopefully Matthew Dallio is okay. We'll certainly try and find out. But right now, one Penske car not doing so well. The other one's up front. But let's take a look at another incident that took place. Let's find out what happened to Joshua Collard, because he was way at the back, and then also take a look at the incident that involved a couple other drivers up near the front of the field, including Andreas Allen. And we saw Andreas Allen make that 3-wide move just before they got into these corners, and apparently he's going to pay for it. Tristan Folks in the guardrail already. Andreas Allen moves down, doesn't give Folks any room, and the Tax Slayer Chevrolet is going to go around LJ Mills. Nice avoidance there. Looks like the 7 actually was able to hang on to it, though. Allen was able to keep it together and continue on. So a nice save there by Allen. And where is Collard at? There's Collard. He's trying to get to the inside of Trent Dunham. He's got McCurry trying to make a move underneath him, and I think we're going to see the exact same kind of a thing happen here. Dunham going to get Collard there, and Collard, wow, he didn't actually hit McCurry. I thought he would have gone off the nose of McCurry. Wow, that car got airborne. Look at this. Holy cow. Drifting on his side and disappears. We can get it with our helicopter view, I believe. He's able to keep it on all four wheels, though, and continue on, but that's a wild ride for Collard. No wonder he was so far back from the rest of the field coming off the final corner. Right now, as we return to live action, things pretty calm up here at the front of the field. Dylan Poteet, Gene Samper, and Carson Gove have pulled away in a three-car breakaway. Two of these drivers are former winners in Mobil1 Cup Series competition. Gene Samper still looking for her first victory of her career. As we're going to jump to the spectator cam again. Back and forth right now is Sean Galligan. Fifth place would, at the current moment, be Tristan Folks. Zach Hamlin runs in 6th. 7th, Joe Davis. And then here's 8th, 9th, and 10th in a four-wide situation. Caleb Farrell, Cassandra Renzi, and L.J. Mills. Now, these drivers have certainly probably changed positions quite a bit since we ended up going past the start-finish line to put it on to lap number 3, but let's find out where a couple of our drivers running really well in the points are currently at. The only driver inside the top 10 in points that I'm seeing run up here at the front is Zach Hamlin, so let's find the other top guns in points. How about Levi McIntyre, the points leader? Here he is, running right now behind third in points, Dylan Thoreau. Currently, they score McIntyre in the 26th position. Thoreau was scored 23rd last time by, so we know they're at least running somewhere around the mid-20s at the current moment. We know Jessica Shelton had a lot of damage after she got into, I believe it was Danny Wells. Her day is actually over. She has gone behind the wall. Oh wow, look at this. That second pack has caught the first pack now. Galligan's up to third. Hamlin going for fourth underneath Gene Samper. Carson Gum actually going for the lead as Poteet gets the steel guardrail. Samper gets the steel guardrail, but they keep it together. Well, this is the first of two more times these drivers are going to have to encounter the turn of death. Can they make it through here? We've only had one driver fall off the turn of death here today. I'd like to keep it that way if we can. Galligan looking for the lead. Carson Gum almost went off. Holy cow. And somehow he held the lead, too. Oh, Jordan Davis is gone! Oh, my goodness. The 28 has completely flown off the turn of death. And it looks like everybody else is going to be okay. But Jordan Davis in the 28 becomes the second victim today. Second Ford Mustang to go off the turn of death, too. Davis coming into this race dead last in points. Oh man, that's not what he needed. And Carson Gum is the current leader. Hold on one second, folks. I do have to just lift the mic up so I can cough, and I will be right back with you as we are on the final lap here at Thornton. Alright, I am back. Toyota right now running 1-2. Carson Gum, who hasn't been to victory lane since Season 6 at Homestead Miami Speedway. Leading the way here, trying to pick up what would be his second win of his Mobil1 Cup Series career and first of the season. He's 21st in points. Sean Galligan, though, challenging him. This is the most we've seen out of Galligan here this weekend. Look at Dylan Poteet. He got a big run there on the high side. Poteet's going to go by Galligan. It's actually going to go by Carson Gum perhaps too. That was quite a power move there, but nope, not able to use the momentum to complete the position. He'll still stick in the second spot as Carson Gum holds the lead. Let's quickly take the opportunity to find out where a couple other drivers inside the top 10 in points are running. How about Charles Jackson in the 11? Right now in the 11th position, about to try and take 10th place away from L.J. Mills. So at least one driver here is having a good run. And we know Dylan Young encountered problems. We know Joshua Collard encountered problems. Bob Jones is near the rear of the field. How about our winner from Rockingham, UK, Jake Rogers? There he is, 14th position. So Rogers and Jackson having good runs. This will help them in the points. As we move back up here to Carson Gum, I believe. Whoa, wait a minute. Got a big battle going on here for the lead. Poteet is up here now, along with Galligan, Zach Hamlin, Tristan Folks, Caleb Farrell, and Joe Davis, rather. Also add Cassandra Renzi into that pack. So things could get really interesting before this is over, and we're getting closer to the last few turns of this track, the last few segments. And I have to cough again. Here comes Dylan Pote trying to get some side draft off of the left rear of the Aspendento Toyota of Sean Galligan. Galligan ran his fastest lap of the race last lap around. Can he hang on? Right now it's 4 cars with the line Dylan Pote has, 3 cars with the line Galligan has. But they're coming into a right-hander, which is going to benefit Sean Galligan on the inside line, I think. In this field, this lead pack, only one driver's been to victory lane so far this season, and that is the car of Tristan Folks, as Dylan Pote has taken the top position. That drafting on the outside line worked, and Pote to the point here as we're coming into the final few quarters of this race. Can Dylan Pote go to victory lane here for the first time in Season A of the Mobil1 Cup Series? He had to use a gambling fuel strategy. Whoa, Galligan lost it, but I think he may have held on to it. But Pote had to use strategy in the Snickers Cup Series race at Dover a couple of weeks ago in order to pick up a Snickers Cup Series win. He'd love to be able to win this race just by flat-out winning. Here they come to the turn of death. Pote, Folks, these are going to be the two to settle it. Oh, don't fall off turn of death, guys. McLeod almost did. And they're all going to hang on, it looks like. But Dylan Pote's going to come down, and he's going to claim his first victory of the season in the Mobil1 Cup Series. Right by the street sweeper, as Joe Davis just went right through the street sweeper. And Dylan Pote is going to win here today at Thornton. Comes in 26th in points. So this will certainly help him as far as the standings are concerned. And I believe this is his first win at Thornton in an NNSCRA event. So great win there for Pote, and it's also already this season only our 10th event and the 3rd win for Turner Motorsports. James McLeod started off with a win at Daytona to start off the season. Dylan Young ended up winning at Las Vegas. And now Pote wins here at Thornton. So what a season Turner Motorsports is having. So this race is officially over. I believe everybody has crossed the stripe. So Dylan Pote is officially your winner here today in the Risk Reward 400. Hope you guys enjoyed today's race. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and become part of the crew today. Be sure to follow the NNSCRA on social media. We're on Facebook and Twitter. Links to those particular places are in the description. And we hope that you enjoyed today's race. Here comes your official full finish results, overall point stands, and rookie points. Headed into next week, when next week we'll be heading to Michigan, but we still have a Snickers Cup Series event to finish up here at Thornton. You've been watching production of the NNSCRA, offline racing at its best. Who's going to be the points leader headed into next week? I don't know. We're about to find out. See you guys next time.